Hello.
Hello again. We're back. Notice anything different in the shop?
There's more room in here.
Oh, there's a Jeep.
Holy Jeep.
We are trying to get this thing wrapped and we're having trouble with the transmission. We're dealing with a company ordering parts online, a very reputable Jeep resource, not mentioning any names. They're screwing it up. They've sent us the wrong part so many times. We're rebuilding the T90 transmission. We need a new we need a new cluster gear, all the gears. So they send us one, it's the wrong one. Then they send us a replacement that's the proper one, but it's chipped, like somebody dropped it on the floor. So that went back. We needed a main shaft. They sent the wrong size main shaft. They sent the wrong starter twice. And now we're waiting on these, I think they're called synchros or something, these little pieces inside. So we got a good shop up the hill trying to put this thing together, but the parts, super frustrating for such a simple thing. I mean, the Jeep world is kind of like the Volkswagen world, where it's just like there's parts available like for everything. And if you remember on the rear, we had a little debate about me turning this sideways and doing the little detail. A lot of criticism, but I'll tell you what, it works. So this was set up for Jamie's e-bike to sit on the back. That's what these holes are for. You put the strap right through there. It holds the tire down perfect. So I don't know what more you want. It's going to pull the trailer that we desire. So I'm going to match the back bumper to the front. I'm going to turn it on its side, and I don't know, we're going to come up with something. Everything is taking on a nice patina from sitting for so long. Steering box is starting to rust out nicely to match the rest of the Jeep. That is the cross steer that we accomplished. Still going to work on a couple of small things with that, getting a little bit better angle, but for now it works. So we had this much of this big beam left over, and I'll be darned if that don't look like a front bumper. How's that look to you?
You know, I thought it was already attached. I didn't realize that you hadn't attached it yet. So yes, it looks like it goes there.
Ta-da, it's done.
Right.
That's a wrap, folks. Welded on. Now, I was thinking we're going to put this heavy beast on the front too. We are going to have a winch, and I want to protect that deluxe steering box from any kind of rock coming in and bashing on it. So I think I'm going to, we could just put this on like the stock bumper, but why would we do that? We don't do nothing stock. I'm going to trim it back as close as we can to this leaf spring perch. I'm going to put it on right there, as it'll gain us a little bit. So it'll pretty much be sitting that far into the chassis. Get some chalk, get a cutting disc, get to cutting. Use this as a little gauge, see what we can get. All right, let's see how that fits. Okay, groovy, I like it. So, I don't know, I think we want to do something that gives a little character, don't you?
Yes.
The other one has character. Now we nipped all the edges off and everything. Should do the same to this. Take a look at what we accomplished in the back. Yeah, I remember doing something with one of these squares, right? We took it in, 45, and then we 45 everything. So let's do the same to the front. Come in, like so. Down. Found that point. We found that point. And then in the center, we came back Look at that. Welcome to dyslexia hour.
Oh my gosh, I'm like watching you and thinking, how are you remembering? It would have taken me forever to, yeah, pretty much.
You should see me working on that saw because it only cuts a 45 one way. Remember I was doing the interior moldings in the house?
Mm-hmm.
They had to come around the room. I was like, all right, now I'm just going to dress this all up so it's not so chopped up looking. I'm going to put this in the big grinder. Use the big, I'm going to put this in the big vise and use the big grinder.
Ooh.
Alright, I got this dialed in a little bit better. There's one little hiccup with the grinder right there. Not a major deal. So as I'm welding this, I'm going to weld that up and then I'll finish it on the vehicle.
On Jamie's Jeep.
Ooh, that looks a little nicer.
I like it.
A little less bulky.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's pull over the welder. Alright, so our chassis, 29 inches wide. Our new bumper is 32. 1, 2, 3 inch difference. You know what that means?
Got to move it over a little bit.
It means 1.5 on each side. 1.5. Should correspond to the outside of our chassis.
Ah.
Tarantula check, Black Widow check.
I found a
Mojave
Black
green.
Widow in the house. It was behind the toilet. Yeah. And those things fight. I went to flush it down the toilet and it was like, no. Pretty much.
All 8 of its beady eyes. Glare. No, do Black Widow have 8 eyes? I'm imagining. Alright, so I'm going to set that just a little bit down. Get both sides. Whoa. down a little and do a nice little weld across the top. Okay, so check this out. This little area here where I got buck wild with the grinder. You see the cut?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Hold on.
I wouldn't be able to see it from that angle.
He said, "Are you?" I just saw. Ian just said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Uh-huh," because I just always say yes.
Exhibit A.
Oh, you can't see the cut.
So I'm going to weld that up and finish it. I made a mistake.
Oops.
All right, so there it is. Problem solved. So we don't have a winch yet, but that's kind of what we're talking about here. It's a pleasure vehicle, right? You could have a seat at the lake fishing.
Or it could carry a paddleboard on it. Maybe not the front, but you know, the top def.
So I think we're going to wait on the winch plate, because we want to keep that as minimalistic as possible. So yeah, that's the bumper. So what we're trying to do with this Jeep is get it running, driving ASAP, finished or not. You know, cosmetically perfect, probably never. But
I don't want it to be cosmetically
right.
perfect. It's a 1947 CJ.
Right, but you're going to be driving it on the streets. We're going to want uncracked glass and want it mechanically reliable. So Jamie and I in our discussion, we're decided on the whole nose is going to come off to install the engine and trans. So I'm going to start fitting up all the accessories. I'm going to bolt the body down. We're going to detail the body. I have an idea, but first I want to see it with the headlights. Then we'll discuss. I know the typical Jeep look is, you know, you want the stubbiest nose as possible. You want the approach angle if you're really crawling. So this isn't that. This is a usable street and trail Jeep. So I'm not too concerned with the bumper sticking out that far. I mean, if you look at your approach angle anyway, should you want to go up the Everest Trail, that's pretty darn steep. So that's the whole thing there.
The only way I plan on going up a mountain on this thing is if I were to have to escape something. Other than that, it's easy riding.
So Jane was asking about the lights. I was thinking about these. You're shaking your head the wrong way. Can't get away with nothing in this town.
Are those Volkswagen parts?
These are not. I would never try to put a Volkswagen part on your car.
I know.
But what I do have is some actual Volkswagen parts for your car.
What'd you say? I can't hear because of the airplane.
There's a jet jettisoning above. Volkswagen parts.
Oh, we saw a UFO the other day. Just so everyone always asks if we see anything weird.
It was unidentified.
We saw a UFO. It
wasn't a flying saucer. It was something in the sky that we could not, for the life of us, identify.
Because it might have been a rocket. We don't know.
Are you getting this soundtrack? This jet noise in the microphone.
Right. No, it does pick it up. But Ian and I did. We saw an unidentified flying object.
So now you know. Program will resume after this jet set moment has been completed. So I don't know what you're talking about, Volkswagen parts. These are Baja Bug headlights, not Volkswagen Bug. These are legitimate Baja Bug kit headlights. Because we don't have the real Jeep headlights right now, but they will just bolt in. I need to see what it looks like, you know. It doesn't come to life until it's got its eyes in place. And naturally, these are some aftermarket headlights, not factory Volkswagen, but Might be a little bit of a trial and error to get them to fit in. This will get us on the road. I'm gonna have to source some real Jeep headlights, but these look the part. Get the inspiration started.
I wonder when the last time this thing had headlights in it.
Tom Taylor.
Oh, yeah?
Tom Taylor knows.
Oh, that's true.
Hopefully he's watching. He can chime in on the comments. Yeah, for those that don't know, Tom did a restoration on one of these and did a whole body swap. And this body was in usable shape, but he went for a new one and gave us this. Friends make the world go round. Different bulbs, but hey, that's all I got. That one's got a cool pattern. Oh man, we don't even have the little retaining clip either. This could be another Roussel folly. All right, we're going shopping for some headlights. That's the look of it. I want to try something.
What did you say?
It's baby steps. Everything. What did Grandma Smith say?
Little by little.
One step forward, two steps back. Look at this fine piece of machine. I tell you, the tires work great. It just needs a little TLC. Dang it.
So I don't understand. What do you not have?
There's a tiny little spring clip that stops them from popping off. So a screw goes in the bottom and a little clip is in the top. Oh. Inside the little baggie.
Is that them? There's only one.
Wah, wah, wah. So see, that little spring, it gets stretched into the lens and it goes right into that clip there, or vice versa.
Ah, so you need 4 of those or just 2?
That's what you get for taking somebody's good used trash on moving day. True story, I was given those, but we'll be able to end the shot with the little rings in place. But I wanted to try something on this paint with a little sander trick. Yeah, so I hit metal here, so it was metal, then red oxide, which is probably a primer. I don't know if that's original. And then it was like not like an army green, not like an olive drab. Then you got this blue gray, which may be a primer as well. And then this ODB green.
It's like Green Day today with your green shirt and a green Jeep.
Shout out.
It's my brother's business.
Heck yes. Well, now that we've wasted all these nice folks' time, do you want to try to put on some seat covers?
Yeah, I mean, so Ian and I have been discussing, a lot of people have asked questions about when are we going to get the Jeep done, what's going on with the Jeep, blah, blah, blah. And I really would like to see it run as well, probably more than many of you.
And this is the big problem with car building in general. Like, it's not exciting. I don't know how people can make an exciting episode and show the work.
Ian and I are really showing truly how it happens and how slow. And when Ian was doing full custom garage, his blood pressure was constantly elevated trying to source.
All right, we want to thank our friend Ian. The other Ian. No, he's the original Ian. I'm the other Ian. Big Willy Jeep. Check him out. Oh, look. That sums it up.
That sounds like something that...
Hang out with those guys. They do some cool stuff.
Yeah, they do. So those are the saddlebags.
Oh.
The seat covers are in the box with the cushions.
Oh, he said cushions and everything.
Yeah.
Sweetie, sweet. That's going to be the bigger box.
Yeah,
right?
those are the saddle, things.
Ooh.
Yes.
So we'll have to create our little seat base.
Yeah, he said that you need a piece of wood or whatever like underneath it.
No problemo.
So these cushions are pretty cool how he custom makes them. So he makes them with the pocket in the front because as you can imagine in your Jeep, there's really not a lot of places to store things. So he sent me the ones with the pockets. Sent some saddlebag thingamajiggies.
Oh, so the backrests have a pocket too.
Yes. For all my things.
Hello.
They're nice, right? And I love that color.
So I wonder, are we meant to take all this off too?
You might have to take that off, yeah. Because I don't think that seat cover is going to cover that.
It looks like this has to come off because that has a... Does anybody know if the stock Jeep material is riveted on like this? Or is that somebody's doing? They still got the steel backs. This may have been some custom work. You mind tearing it off?
I want to use those seat backs. Those are the same cushions that when we went for a ride in his Jeep, remember at King of the Hammers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the same exact cushions in his Jeep.
So somebody probably just did this because these are pop rivets. I don't think they'd be using pop rivets in that era. Just that easy.
Ta-da!
There I am going cleaning the bird droppings and everything else. See, this is why custom car building takes so long. It's gonna hammer those rivets down. Anybody? Like butter.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm not gonna close the Velcro because that's gonna all get painted.
But yeah, these are really nice because he also sent me the ones with the pockets in the back. And it's really all nicely made stuff. Other Ian, he's an artist like this Ian.
He's an artist like no other.
He's built some really cool stuff. Just like this
I've
Ian.
seen some stuff. When I saw that Jeep, I was like, damn!
The Big Willy Jeep.
It's really, really great craftsmanship.
It's incredible. We climbed up that hill at King of the Hammer.
Like it looks like a big art car kind of thing, but it's a functional rig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys are curious, check him out. And I'll also link it in the video.
Is there any rotten fruits or vegetables, tomatoes being thrown at us yet? For the least exciting episode ever.
Hey,
how's the
my
crowd?
Editing is really good.
Oh, that's right. It still
And
goes to edit.
YouTube congratulated us because our great viewers, they watch the videos. Like pretty long into it. So
Thank them, because this is car building. Hours and hours. I am primarily a fabricator, but you know, this is all part of it. The wiring is the unsung hero. I mean, the bodywork and the wiring are definitely like the unsung hero of the whole thing.
right.
This one's even more custom-er.
Ew.
Imagine the story that seat bottom could tell. Lots of trail rides.
Lots of farts on it, probably. I always think about stuff like that. Like, I'm such a child. Yeah, those seat covers are just so clean.
Perfect.
They're so nice. And he can send them with the foam or without, I think.
That's all Jeeps have a pretty sparse interior, so that's what you get.
And now you see, this is why I want it painted, because these beautiful seats deserve to go in a painted Jeep that isn't all patina. Sorry, patina lovers, but I'm not really a huge fan of patina. There, I said it.
Aha! All right.
Oh, I'm sitting on my, sitting on my microphone. So yeah, these seats are nice.
Try it again. All right. Cool.
So
Yeah.
next, I want to order a steering wheel. And maybe the next episode of this, we can kind of clean some of this out. And I also have a very special color picked out. So I'm going to work on that for the next episode.
I'm gonna start cleaning parts. I gotta get some drive shafts made. I gotta fix the front hubs. I gotta do the wiring, some fuel lines, pick up the transmission, bolt down the body, bolt the roll cage on, change the windshield, install the headlights, put the radiator in. Just a few things, and we're on the road.
Beep, beep.
Ooh, you nailed it. The beep beep is the end.